All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron bringing you your daily horoscope for Thursday, June 25th, 2020. Beautiful, beautiful day ahead of us. A lot of energy going on here, a lot of exciting stuff, all right, that the universe is wanting to gift us with. All right, so we have the moon in the later degrees of Leo early in the morning, okay? And it's going to be creating what we call a yod, or the finger of God in astrology. Two quincunxes met with a sextile. Okay, let me show you what that looks like here. So here's our moon, okay, over here in Leo. And this quincunx over here is to Mars, okay, that 5/12 aspect. Again, this is that annoying itch you can't scratch, the person in your blind spot, if you will. Okay, sextile, Mars to Saturn, quincunx Saturn down here to the moon. All right, so this is two annoying things you can't see that are working together, that are trying to draw your attention. Okay, so the moon over here, our emotional need is to be courageous, is to be the leader, is to have that yes I can attitude no matter what is coming our way, to be the king and the queen of the jungle, to be the king and queen of your environment. You know, the sun is a gift to all of humanity, just as you, I want to come back and say this to your face, just as you are a gift to all of humanity, right? You are the sun, you are a representation of the sun. Okay, you are a gift to this planet, and we need you, and we love you, right? So it's us coming into that alignment with ourselves that, you know, yes, I can attitude, and here I am doing my job. Whatever it is that I'm doing, whoever it is that I am, I'm simply doing. And me, by just being me, is the job that I need to be doing. Okay, so that's exciting energy. So there's this courageous, yes, I can fire mixed with Mars moving forward, and I believe. Okay, Mars in Pisces, I believe. Yes, I'm going to move forward in this direction. Action, okay? And Saturn saying create a new future. All right? So the sextile between Mars and Saturn is saying, yes, I can create a new future, and I believe I can. I'm going to take the actions necessary to move in that direction. And I believe in myself that I can do that. And I have the fire and the passion, the drive to be whoever it is that I need to be. Right, you know, it's again, and going with the change. We are the change that we seek, and we are the change that we're trying to create in this world. Right, we can already be it, and just simply by believing in ourselves, we can live it every single day. So that's one really fun and powerful aspect. There's a couple more. Let's come back here and move forward in the day. Also, we see now the moon creating a trine here to the south node, sextile to the north node. Mars also creating its square now perfectly to the nodes throughout today and tomorrow. Okay, this is about things changing, and this is us believing and having the faith and courage again to allow that great change to come into way. Fire to fire, this is like I am mature enough and old enough and wise enough at this point in my life, and insensible amount with my ego and my thoughts, to release what no longer serves, or what concepts no longer serve. Now we're going to get into something fun here in a second. Now we see Mars also squaring the nodes. Mars again saying, I believe, and I want to go in this direction. I have to believe in myself in order to go in this direction. Okay, so this quincunx is extremely powerful between the moon and Mars today, as they're both making aspects to the north and south node. Now, I've been doing a lot of meditating on the north and south node as to see what is the best way to communicate, and what does this want, you know, what do they want us to understand? What is this dragon's head wanting us to understand right now? Okay, so there's two more things I want to talk about in this day, and this is one of them. That things change. We're talking about mutable signs. We've gone from cardinal energy, which is this strong bringer of change force, okay, the swinging door of the zodiac, the cardinal signs. I'm bringing spring, I'm bringing summer, I'm bringing autumn, I'm bringing winter. Okay, the fixed signs are there to hold and you know, sustain that energy that the cardinal sign has created. And it's the mutable energy sign to weaken, to be taken over by the other, right? To go with that flow, okay? To allow the change to come in. And things change in our lives. All right, things change on a daily basis. Things change over long periods of time. And we're talking about the North and the South Node, again, headed toward Gemini, which is going back to the drawing board in a sense. Okay? And the South Node over there in the philosophical, religious, educational sign of Sagittarius, saying we need to release certain things that, again, don't serve with us where we're at now. So something that's popped up is like the word awful and awesome, awe. Now, the original, right, this is fun. The original language of this, awful and awesome, were synonyms, okay? Awe, A-W-E, meant fear, terror, and dreadful, okay? Fear, awesome, is fearsome. Okay, and it makes you really think, and we're talking about, again, the South Node being in the sign of philosophy as well as education and religion. You know, our God is an awesome God. Okay, so our God is a fearsome God. It wasn't until later in the 17th century that the word awesome was often referenced to God, meaning a respectful fear. I fear God out of respect. God is awesome. Okay, so then it wasn't until 1980s that the Oxford Dictionary finally published awesome, meaning magnificent and great. Okay, so this word has simply changed over time, but its origin meant terrible and fearful. So now we're applying this to our lives over the next 18 months. Okay, so what was something that was awful, fearful, terror, dreadful, that might manifest and change into something magnificent? Okay, now we have this beautiful connection going on with Neptune and Saturn, right? Which is, again, let your wish is my command. You know, I'm going to keep this energy going, and if you want to change your life, we have the opportunity this year to make huge, monumental changes. Energy this year is very special, okay? What's already happened this year has been very special to us. So again, this is giving us permission to allow us to change, allow something to turn from, you know, the manure to the magic, from something dead to a flourishing garden, you know, where you put the dead goldfish. There's more to today's astrology. Let's go back here, though. All right, now when we scoot forward, the moon is going to move into the sign of Virgo. This is exciting, okay? This is a bit of call and answer to the eclipse, because now is when we're going to get focused, okay? We're going to get a lot more focused today, tomorrow, into Saturday morning, right? Now, at 10 p.m., the moon, okay, starts to create a square to Venus, which is now stationed direct. Okay, so the Venus retrograde is over. Let's come back here for a quick second. Whoa, yeah. Congratulations, we made it, right? Communication's been hairy. The love boat's been rocking. We've made it through part of the tunnel, right? We've got another 2.5 weeks-ish so of the Mercury retrograde going on. We did it, though. Either way. So now Venus being in Gemini, Venus can fall in love with everything in Gemini. Venus is like, well, I love this, and I love this, and I love this. Well, what restaurant do you want to go to? Well, I love all of them. You know, now that everything's open back up, well, where do you want to go? Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, this energy is saying, get specific. You know, being a feather in the wind is a wonderful thing because we are going with the flow of change. However, if we're always a feather in the wind, then we lack direction. Okay, Mars right now squaring the nodes is saying, I need traction. I need direction. I need to go in this way, on this path. I need to find out for myself, right? I need to follow the North Node in Gemini. I need to observe, you know, the possibilities and the opportunities ahead of me, not just take the television's word for it, not just take my best friend's word for it or somebody, whatever it may be, right? So it's like we need to make decisions. And these decisions are going to change the outcome of our lives. So the moon in Virgo right now, creating this square to Venus, is saying you are allowed to love absolutely everything. However, when you get focused on exactly what you want, you know, and this is like quantum physics, quantum manifestation. When you get focused on exactly what you want and you see it in your head, you're going to hold it in your hand. You know, and there's great teachers of law of attraction that are going to teach this. And this is this like, okay, today, tomorrow, over the course of the starting of this weekend, start a vision board. Okay. What do I want in my life? What do I want to manifest? I know what I don't want, what kind of communication I'm not looking for. And here's the thing as well. This is really important. Every rose has its thorn. Okay, that's something that this astrology is popping out. Is this like every rose has its thorn? Okay, we cannot have a thornless rose. That's not an option. It's not an option. Okay, so if it's the dream job you want, but then there's this one thing, it's up to us to change our perspective. Okay, is this one thing going to stop me from enjoying all the other things about this job? That's up to you. There's this dream relationship over here, but there's this one thing. You keep leaving the milk out on the fridge, or you never close the cupboards, or whatever it is, or you don't do the dishes. Okay, but everything else is lovely. It's up to us to make these decisions. Is this okay? Can I learn to deal with this? Can I learn to accept? To allow and to accept these conditions? Can I accept this thorn to this rose? And that's completely up to us as individuals. So we have now this getting focused energy, as well as when this is happening, right? This squaring, saying, hey, let's really, again, make decisions here. We're Bob Ross. We're painting. It's time to paint our trees. Make a happy little tree right there. And then what happens? All right, we move forward throughout the day. We're getting into Friday morning, but nonetheless, we're still going to feel this energy here of this trine, easy flow of energy between the moon and Uranus, which is breakthrough. So it's like, let's get focused on what we can love everything in the world, but this is what I truly love. This is what I truly want. This is the direction I want to go into. I'm making up my mind. I'm creating my vision board. I'm writing my list. The breakthrough happens. And Uranus creating the sextile now over here to Mercury, and the Sun now creating a sextile over here to the Sun at the same time as this square. This is a jam-packed day, and it's like we can make our decisions where we can allow great change to come into our lives. Get focused on what we love, what we desire. Your wish is my command. Believing and creating our reality. All right, I threw it a lot at you. I'm sorry. There's so much going on. All right. Have a great day. It's a great start to, this weekend moving forward. So my friends, I love you. I wish you enough. All the beautiful things in the world. Make a list. Check it twice. Check them off every time you get it. Manifest. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow.